Okay, I started early just for you, devouring. Honestly, I just hit the thing and I forgot the timer was gonna go. Oh, hi everyone. I know, late, but I have off tomorrow and I've been off all day, so it's been.
Mm-hmm.
I've wanted to be at the table and draw some more of this stuff and work. Today we're gonna work on Gimbal, and we're gonna make Gimbal look more like a gnome instead of a tiny human, which should be oddly peculiar. Hmm. So, gonna figure out how to do that. It should be fun.
Should be. It should be.
Should be. I really like the look of Gimbal, but he does. He looks more like a human than a gnome, so I gotta fix it. It should be fun. How is everyone? How was everyone's Thursday? Today is Thursday, right?
Yes, today is Thursday.
How was everyone's
Typically,
Thursday?
it would be Dragonlance Day. At least next week it will be.
Yes, Dragonlance Day. Where the dragons are winning.
What?
What? What?
See, that is not what Remy said, because Remy said that it's not going to end up that way, and that's why she found the adventurers, and that's why everything's going to go so well, and everything's going to be fine, and they're going to accept that she's a cleric and everything like that.
Okay. So. I am going to ignore all of what you just said, yes. Alright, I need to clear up some of these lines, so I'm just seeing Gimbal right now. Alright, so...
Hui.
I don't like that line. Music just did something weird.
Really?
Yeah. It's like it skipped. Alright, so... I'm thinking...
You're thinking what?
So, make Gnome's head wider. Almost looks like he has a helmet on.
Honestly, right now, I'm thinking Curious George with the ears.
Curious George. Well, he's a gnome.
Yeah, circle, you know, looks like you're starting on Curious George, and where his face is that you said is like the helmet part would actually be the white part of Curious George's face. Wait, does Curious George have a white face, or am I thinking about a different monkey?
I don't know what monkey you're thinking about. What happened? Don't die on my stream.
What was my toe stuck on? So weird. What was that?
You have issues.
Yes, yes I do.
What is it now?
I don't know, I wake up and my legs all messed up and I can't walk, and then that finally pops into place, which is really weird because I don't know why it popped out of place in the first place. And now...
The voices in your head are awfully quiet tonight. I know, she is kind of quiet tonight.
Am I really?
Yeah, I told you that all night. Like, your thing is really low. Here, let me leave
You know what?
your
No, don't do that. Let me try
something. Oh my
something.
god, what did you do?
I didn't do anything. I'm just telling you, don't do that.
Oh, okay. I won't do anything.
Yeah, don't do anything. Let me try something real quick.
Okay, go ahead. You try something.
I have a theory.
You have a theory. Theories are good.
I have a theory. Except for I am just broken my...
Those look like penis now.
I may have just broken... Please tell me I didn't break this. We're about to find out.
The entire stream sounds quieter tonight? No. Something's wrong then. Maybe
There's no way stream is sounding quieter tonight.
Let me see. My mic... Oh, well, I did lower Rain a little bit because she's loud. So is that better? That's more like me, yeah. This is what happens. I let Rain take over my stream and everything is broken now. That's not much of... No, that's...
I am thrilled that you let Rain take over your stream earlier today.
Yeah, because you got to play the game and pick on me. Somehow, I wasn't even in the room when I got picked on. Like, I don't even understand how that's possible.
It's completely possible.
That sounds better. Thank you, Devon. You hear me. Do you not hear...
Hold on.
No, she's
We're fixing this.
She's still trying to fix herself. Fix it! That made it worse. Now I can't hear you. I can see you moving around. Don't give me the finger.
I'm totally giving
Chat,
you...
she just gave me the finger.
Okay, does that sound better to you?
No.
No?
Sounds the same.
Then... Okay.
That's not your mic. It's your headphones. I hear Havoc and Lady M. That's it. That's really only the two of us here.
That's just us.
Do you hear the music? The music has gotta go up then. I thought the music was loud. Here, let's put the music.
It sounded loud to me.
I'll put it a little bit louder.
I'm gonna mute
Lady M
this
is
and
not
just...
on camera. I cannot confirm when I actually gave you the finger. I know. I'm testifying. I'm a witness. I'm like this is not even hearsay. It's like it's directly from me. It happened to me.
I gave him the finger, but it was the pointer finger.
I didn't specify what finger. Oh, my computer wasn't playing your sound. Oh. That's... Oh no. That's not good. I mean, shut out. No words. You're not not a reliable place. I'm not misinterpreted. She gave me the finger.
A finger.
I said the finger.
Traditionally, when you say the finger, that means the middle finger.
Nope, then I would have said the bird.
Bird,
Listen,
bird,
in my
bird,
household,
bird.
we had a grandfather, right? He with his finger, that's how he would like discipline the children. So he would like go over to them, and with his finger, he would just tap them on the forehead and leave a bruise. I swear his fingers were made of steel, and if he really wanted to, he could like poke through a piece of wood. With just the finger. So like when he would start talking, he'd be like, "Come here." Everybody would scatter.
See, I'm okay with like. Oh, no.
There are no clips of me being unreliable witness. That's what is it? Slander. Slander. I'm being slandered.
You mean like the one that you said you didn't give the name, and I proved that you did give the name?
You know what? I don't know if we could stay friends. You take way too much joy in trying to make me look stupid.
I don't try.
Now I know we can't stay friends.
You leave the opportunities open, sir.
Exhibit A.
Hey.
Yes. I don't think anybody's ever on my side. I'm getting tired of it.
Yeah, there is. He's over there playing his own game right
Wandering. I know. Wandering is my only friend.
now. No, well, no, there's Wandering, but I was also mentioning Insomnia.
I mean, that's what I meant. Insomnia. And Jem's my friend. Jem. Jem will come to my aid and be like, "You leave him alone."
And then I turn around and go, "Oh, really, Jem?" And he's like, "Okay, no, I don't mean it."
Yeah, but that's not fair because you threaten him. Like, even Gene will be on my side sometimes, and then you'll be like, "Really, Gene?" And he's like, "Sorry, Havoc, you're on your own." Like, what the fuck? It's false to assume that I'm on Lady M's side. She can testify to that. Listen,
Yeah.
I think if the choice is between me or Lady M, I'm fucked, okay? I like been around long enough to realize that's going to be the case.
No, because in Devouring's defense, he wouldn't pick sides. He would just sit there and watch the mayhem happen.
I don't believe that for a minute.
Or throw in his own little chaos.
The choice is always chaos.
Always
Chaos is good.
See?
I agree.
That's exactly what I just told him. It's like, he'll throw in his own little chaos.
Like, let's see how much chaos
Fuel
I
to the
could sow.
fire.
Yeah.
Fuel to the dumpster fire. That would be Devouring. Toss in a propane tank, you know. Boom.
Hey, Devour, when are you gonna play D&D with us again?
Probably when school's out.
Is that what I have to wait for? School to end?
School's out.
Or summer?
Summer.
Might be easier when summer hits. Your sessions are long and it's hard to stay focused. That's okay. That's fair. I do. Yes. I'm sorry. I'm bad at time management.
Didn't mean to say too much, but you've been driving me crazy. Never felt like this before. I try to be nonchalant,
I have to see. More stuff
It's not your fault. It's distraction machine I need to use in order to play online.
Oh. I have to make him smaller.
Make him how much smaller?
So remember, he's sitting down in a chair, and even if he has like even if he's in the chair and he's like, he's propped up, he's at the back of the chair. Now it could be a custom chair that he had made for the desk, but I don't think he looks. He still doesn't look small and gnome-like. So I'm thinking if I make him a little bit smaller, bring the book up a little bit higher. Hey, thank you, taking time.
I may just
doesn't
get a
win.
son.
Right? Yeah, taking time on
You
gaming.
make it a
Fuck.
son, and Pomponia may kill
Taking
you.
time bomb.
Time bomb.
Well, we don't
Yes,
find out about
I
it.
just immediately
Yeah.
said bomb because, you know.
He's
Like-
over there on Sonia's channel playing along with Old Man Guerras and all the crazy crew.
Aren't they playing like right now though?
Yep. So he's
Oh,
he's
well, thank you for
dropping you a hi.
thank you for coming in, and you know, I appreciate it. How's everything going over there? Is it fun? I got Insomnia keeps telling me he's gonna get me in the game, but then I never get an invite. I don't know.
I don't think he's got any new games going on right now.
I know.
I'm wondering right now if they got their eyes back.
I'm just
because-
telling. Wait,
The last.
they lost their
The-
eyes?
So what happened was,
What did you do?
well,
That is immediate Puerto Rican. I did something wrong, so let me explain. What did you do?
so you know the Wheel of Misfortune or whatever. Yes.
I like it. Yes. Why?
I rolled it, and what happened was they had to roll or they lost an eye.
You cost these people eyeballs.
I
This is-
think
this
maybe
is
one
why
or two kept one.
This is why we can't have friends.
I had no idea that was happening. I was like, yeah, I'll do one in there, and I was like, oops. I'm like, oh my god, no.
So you killed a bunch of people's eyes.
Yeah, they all kind of fell out or dangled there a little bit, you know. I think a couple of them got it, then put it back.
You know, we say that's fantastic, but I'm pretty sure the people who lost their eyeballs don't think it was fantastic. You know, like, wait, what? We lost the what? Because of her, like, some random chatter? Yeah, we don't like her. I'm guilty by association. I am so sorry.
Oh, come on, you go over there and wreak havoc over.
I do not. I am a quiet. I'm a casual observer lurking in the background. I cause
How-
no chaos. It's not in
How
my
many
name.
wheels? How many wheels of insanity have you done while we were playing the game? What's up? Hey, Biff.
About 7.
Uh-huh.
Listen, that's not the point. Maybe
I should
we'll
say
go-
hi to Biff.
Hi, Biff. Wait, that's main cow. Why are you making me call her Biff? And stop
we
telling
always
me
call her
to
Biff.
stop telling me to shut up. So mean.
Rude.
Her laugh is infectious.
Yeah, it is.
She laughs and I just want to be happy. So if you guys don't know Biff, Biff is an amazing person. She does a lot of art. She does 3D. She's like, that's her thing. And she makes amazing stuff. And you have to be careful what you say because she'll hear it and go, I can make that. And she will make it. And it's like, she doesn't make me anything. But she does it for Rhino. So I think she likes Rhino more than me.
Oh my god, I love the freaking D&D hat she did when Rhino was wearing his during arcade.
I know. It's like,
That was amazing. I was like, oh my god.
that's what I'm saying. You got to be careful what you say, or it'll become an actual creation in Biffland. Wait, what? We're talking nice about you, Biff. It's okay. Just keep up.
Speaking of Biff, folks, in the art that he's doing right now, Biff would be the one singing at the moment.
That's Biff. Hold on, is she on screen? That's my Goblin Bard, the Emerald Bard, like the premier artist of Waterdeep currently. I can't wait for the other shoe to drop. I didn't mean to do that. I didn't mean to do that either. Why
What are you doing? What are you breaking?
I'm breaking all kinds of stuff. Don't listen to me. Don't
Oh
pay
my
attention.
goodness.
Just started creating stuff. It's so my tablet is black and the buttons are black and they don't have light up. So when I'm sitting here in the dark, sometimes I can't see what the hell I'm doing. Okay, I think we're back. What I want, I honestly, Biff, I don't think I want anything. I was just like messing around. I think it's amazing though, like that you just create things so quickly and on the fly. It's like, what will Biff do today? Oh.
Oh my
That.
god, they didn't get their eyes back.
They didn't get their eyes back? You killed these
No,
poor people. Again,
They're still alive. They're still alive. They're just
again, Bob, I am so sorry on behalf of our community, to your community, and to your people. I apologize for this crazy person who has caused your, like, one-eyed blindness. You're a bad person. Are you dying? So you guys can't see her, but I can. Are you dying over there? Breathe, you're turning red. Don't. Hey! Hey!
Okay, I can't help. I'm sorry. I need to stop laughing before I take a drink of anything.
Good luck.
Haha.
I want to make the book bigger. I think that would make Gimbal look smaller.
I agree. Because right now that looks like a small book that no one would be looking at. And he would be writing in like a
What's
normal
plus
size
or
font.
minus what? Wait, you're pregnant. Sorry, I think plus and minus is,
Wow.
and that's like the first thing that came into my head.
Oh my god, I am so sorry for that comment, girl.
The whammy's there now. Your cat. Wait. Oh, your cat is making buttons. Okay, never mind. It's fine. It'll be fine. I don't know. It was the first thing that came to mind. Can't blame me.
Oh my god, I can't open my mouth. Open mouth, insert foot.
I don't think I inserted anything. Like, I mean.
Way to give her. Oh, I can't wait till she talks to you on Saturday. See how that goes.
Oh wait, yeah. Is that my surprise? I'm gonna be an uncle. Can I be an uncle?
Oh no, Uncle Havoc. No.
Could you imagine me as somebody's uncle? Oh my god. I
Wait.
am someone's uncle, yes, but she's not old enough to, like... My brother doesn't let her around me because he thinks I'm gonna teach her bad shit. You do! I know. Shut up. That's my little one back there telling me, you do teach people bad stuff. I haven't shown her anything bad yet.
Yeah, you do.
No, I didn't. Not yet. She's funny though. She has such a personality. She told, I forgot. My sister like watches her during the day sometimes because my sister's retired. So my sister will send me like today I was scolded. Like she'll tell me little stories and I think they're hilarious. But I can't wait to like teach her stuff. And my brother's like no.
Not to mention she loves me.
Yes. She also you're her favorite cousin. I think you're her only cousin.
I'm her only cousin.
Actually, no, that's not true. There's
That's.
more.
I was about to say that's impossible.
There's more of you.
It's like that's impossible.
Didn't I? The niece? No, I never took the niece to the sex dungeon. Devouring. What are you
No, that was
talking about?
me.
That was the daughter. I took the daughter to the sex dungeon. That sounds so much worse. Oh yes, my daughter went there, and you know when I took them there, I never intended it for be called the sex dungeon. I mean, drower, you know, freaky individuals, and I get it. But I never was like, oh yeah, we're going to a sex dungeon. Because, you know, why would we do that? And I have yet to be able to live that down. And then it's stuck.
Not at all.
Then Biff made a song about it. She literally sung a song about the sex dungeon. And I feel like that's going to go on forever and ever. And I'm never going to hear the end of it. Like, you put us in a sex dungeon. No, I didn't. You named it that. Because people were having sex. Well, yeah, but that's not my fault. Yes, sir. I know. It's alright. I will have my revenge one day.
To be fair to us.
One day I'm going to play in a game Biff is running.
To be
And
fair to
I'm
us.
going to do something memorable. That still looks...
Oh no.
Yes. It'll be great. I'll love it. Everybody will love it.
No. The threats he's yielding against everybody.
I am not threatening. I wouldn't mind playing in a game Biff runs. That's gotta be so much fun. I watched your DM a couple of times. I just never get an invite because, you know, always a DM, never a player. Whatever.
That's a lie.
Hey, Jam.
Hey, Jem. Hi, Jem. Where's Jem? Jem! I did a thing and thought of you. What did you do? Nobody's hurt, right? Oh, it's a D&D thing. Okay, I should have probably read the whole sentence.
Yes, that would have been good.
Well, D&D things can end up with people hurt anyway.
Yeah, but Jem's a nice guy. If you guys don't know Jem is like our resident like Baldur's Gate pro, but he also plays a lot of other games. He's an amazing individual, really sweet. He's very kind though. He's very like always saying nice things about me, and I'm like, oh.
He looks so disappointed.
Gimbal? He's
Yeah.
supposed to be disappointed. He's looking at Biff. No offense, Biff. But what was I saying? Oh, I was talking about Jem. So, if you haven't followed Jem, go follow Jem. He's amazing. He streams during the day, though. Like, I get to work, and he's streaming. So, I gotta work on that.
You gotta work on it or he has to?
He's gotta work.
You gotta work on a lot of things.
Listen, you. I need your negativity.
Very.
I might join you on that.
Wait, what did Devouring say now? I don't see anything.
Barry?
What did you say?
Oh, you will.
Wait, what is he doing? Devouring, what are you doing?
You have a clip.
I have a clip. Oh no. Oh no.
It's entitled
Sure, it was
"Took the
fine.
Daughter Where?"
Oh, that's great. Your mom doesn't know about this channel, right? Okay, good. Let's see. Your Honor? Like,
There was a sex dungeon?
no, there wasn't.
No, I think there was.
No, there wasn't. If anyone asked, no.
Talk about it.
You never went.
The songs don't lie.
No, Biff did not write a song about it.
Songs don't lie.
No, she does. Biff is very imaginative.
No, I didn't say Biff doesn't lie. I said the songs don't lie.
Song lies. Song lie a lot.
Thorn, please don't do that to me.
I am so close to Wild Magic Surge.
Oh my
Oh,
Ew.
that's great. Thank you so much for that. Okay. You don't ever tell your mother about this channel. Ever. I'll get a phone call like the next day. Where'd you take my daughter? Well, first off, she's our daughter. Secondly, it was a dark hill. I think I would tell her though, and like in my defense, she would be like, "Oh," and then she'd be like, "I'm calling my lawyer." Because my ex played D&D. In fact, out of all the things, my ex hates me. Like, right?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. My ex hates me, and like really bad. But the one thing she'll be like, "Oh, if you could play D&D with him, play D&D with him." That's like the only thing she'll like give me credit on. Other than that, she would rather I get hit by a
He looks
bus.
bald.
What?
He looks bald.
Who looks bald?
What do you think?
I haven't finished coloring his hair. Here,
I know.
I'll put some wisp in there for you, just so you can stop standing over. What are you eating?
What do you think I'm in?
Wait, hold on, I gotta catch up. Devouring, what is worth havoc for Rain not to tell her mother?
That's not how you spell my name.
Listen, he doesn't know that.
No one knows how to
Christ.
spell your name. Did you see it?
I've
chat
seen it
today?
like 8 different ways today alone. Okay, so I made a barbarian subclass called Path Warbringer. Well, they're pretty beefy, but I did give them a huge flaw. However, ending your rage requires you to succeed in a Constitution saving throw or your rage damage or fail save. Your rage continues, or you are incapacitated. I know that I don't know how to spell it. That's fine. So I like that, but that means like that person is they just keep raging and do like they start hitting their own people when they're raging, because that would be even better.
Aren't they incapacitated? Which means they're so pissed off they can't even do anything.
Well, no, it depends. I think they would still rage at certain points.
I say yes, you got it.
Oh boy, that's gonna be dangerous. I love it. But yeah, no, Rain spells her name like rain, like rule over, but switch the E for an A. And that's not how she decided that she wanted to spell it. That's how we made it when we named her as her parents. Actually, when I named her as her parent.
There
Oh,
she is.
what are you
No te
doing here?
grites.
Myself in here. Hi.
Hi, what are you doing here? Why are you here?
Because I can be here.
That's a really big book. And Gimbal looks very tiny. He should put his hands up here.
Well, how big is he?
He's a beefy little gnome. So Gimbal is, I want to say he's like 4 foot. He's tall for a gnome, but now I don't remember what tall for a gnome is. So
If he's 4 foot, he's 1 foot shorter than I am.
that is quite possible. Correct. Gnomes are between 3 and 4 feet tall. Yeah, like I said, I think he's beefy for a gnome, so he's about 4 feet tall. Biff, where's Gimbal? I need to know how tall he is for a gnome.
Trying to put this mic in a way that you can't just hear me breathing.
Oh, that would be nice.
Not working.
Away from the nose. Unless you're
Away from
breathing,
the nose.
Maybe I made
unless
the
you're
book
breathing through
a
your mouth. If
little
you're
bit
breathing through your mouth, then
too big. All right, new
maybe where it aligns with like his shoulders, or just below his shoulders,
No,
like in
so,
between.
So I made it. It's sitting on the desk right now. I need to shorten it because I want to shorten Gimbal. So I need to bring it to like there.
We need a gimbal size book.
Well, it's not a gimbal size book because remember this is the Drow book that he took from the sex dungeon.
So it's the lady we don't like size book.
Yeah, it's her book.
Yeah, I didn't like her either.
I liked her. She was nice. You people were mean to her.
No one liked her.
No. You didn't like her. I don't know why you didn't like her. And then Gimbal didn't trust her. And then you
Biff
sold...
is 3 foot.
Biff is 3 foot.
Gimbal is
He's
4.
4. That's what I thought. Yeah, he's a beefy little man. He's like on the tall side.
Should I play Cuphead?
Not if you're gonna start yelling at the screen and...
I didn't yell at the screen last time.
Try again.
What?
The look he just gave you.
Try again. Oh yeah, that's right, she can't see me.
Oh, no, I can see her.
Oh.
No, see you.
Me? What?
What? Who?
He thinks
I'm
he
confused.
thinks you can't see him. I was like, no, you can. She can see you.
Yeah, I can see y'all.
That's great.
Dun dun
No, I did not
dun.
scream at the computer last time.
Why are we screaming at the... What are you talking about, Cat?
Cuphead.
The game.
You... No, but I can hear you in there just like jumping around in your chair, and then you came out and like, I'm not playing anymore, I died like 20 times.
Yeah, it's Cuphead. It's a struggle, okay?
Okay, so that looks... See, he looks smaller already. All I had to do is slide him down in the chair. And then hide him behind a big book.
But now here's the thing, though.
No things.
Oh, okay.
Biff
No,
looks
go ahead.
bigger
I'm just... What,
Okay, she said it.
The book...
Biff looks bigger than him.
Look, Biff is sitting on top of the desk, and he's sitting at the desk like a human being. If you were sitting on top of my desk, you would look taller than me. Because I would be here, and you would be up here. They look about the same size. What are you talking about?
I was talking about, like...
Head size.
Devouring Biff looks larger.
Yeah.
Like, body physique-wise, it looks like Biff would be the larger one out of the two. Like, if they were standing right next to each other, Biff would be the taller one. Because no matter the distance on that part, width would be
Happy?
still the same.
This is the one thing about Photoshop I do like. You can easily fix sizing mistakes. Oh wait, I can't do that though.
Why?
Because the way I did it, it changed her proportion. I didn't lock the proportion, so it thinned out the picture. But I can make her smaller. I see what you're saying. I could also make everybody else larger, except for Siri. Decisions. I guess I'll make Biff smaller. They're literally the same size. Alright. So, alright, cool. So, nope, I got this. Alright. What?
My character's 5 feet. Leo's like
Wait,
6
shush.
He's
Devouring-
trying to tell you that you're doing exactly what he asked. He's asking you not say anything.
6. Leo's 6'5". Cyril was 7'6". He is 4 foot, and she is 3. Right? Yes. Biff, Gimbal, Cyril. Wait, how tall are the characters supposed to be? So that's their heights. This is fine.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, he was trying to tell you not to.
No, I was gonna
'Cause he was
do,
gonna
I was
write.
gonna do the heights. So yes, Biff currently looks a bit thicker, but I also think Biff has like a big head of hair, big floppy ears. She's a goblin, so they have like big domes too. But if you stood the two up next to each other, like look, head to shoulders to waist, they're almost the same size. Goblins look too. Gimbal looks too small. Well, that is because I was talking to Gimbal and he felt like he just looked like a big human, so I made him a little bit, a miniature human, so I made him a little bit smaller. But you also remember, he's sitting at a desk, so he's sitting down. She's on top of the desk. I can make him... I don't think he looks that small. This is the problem with them sitting. If they're all standing next to each other, I could just be like, alright, no problem. I guess I can make him bigger again.
But
Give it
it's
a big
only, like-
round gnome. He has a big round gnome nose. I haven't colored it in yet, but look. Big round nose. I'm gonna color that in round. So when it's shaded, this all over here will be rounded. Oops, that doesn't look good. I don't like the way that looks. Take that off.
It's only like shift over a little bit. You
Which-
already zoomed out. Never mind.
Which way? No.
I'm on delayed. As while you're zoomed in,
You're
I was thinking-
undulated? What?
On delayed.
Oh, I was like, okay, I don't know what that is, but it sounds fun.
Okay.
I knew a girl
So,
named
if you-
Angele. Her name was literally Angele. She was hilarious. She lived across the street from me, and she was like way older than me. But she was, so in the neighborhood, she was a female drug dealer. And like
Oh.
none of the girls wanted to fight with her. She was badass. Like she beat up guys. And for some reason, she took a liking to me and scared the hell out of me. I'm like,
Thanks for the lurk, Gene.
hey,
And
Gene.
hydrate, sir.
Oh, I don't have anything to drink. Oh no. Hold on. Rain! Child! Come on, I'll give you $1.
I'm useless.
I never said you were useless. When did you?
I said I'm useless.
No, come be useful. Get me a drink, please.
Nope, I'm being useless, thanks.
No, why are you purposely being useless? Come on, give me a drink. I have to hydrate. The chat has spoken.
Kat has also told you to stretch, even though you don't have that reading.
Dollar isn't. She has no bills, Biff. Like, don't help. She has no expenses. I said please. She said no. Like, I can hear her. Can't you hear her? Don't be useless.
Yeah,
And
chat.
they can hear you too. Hello.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. All right, now I have to get up and get a drink. All right. Entertain the.
Oh my
At
God.
least entertain the chat until I get back. Hold on.
Okay, let's wait till he gets his headphones off. There we go. Okay, so what are we doing?
Anyway. Hi.
Oh! He went into your room, didn't he?
Oh, that hurt.
Yeah, he did.
Embarrassing stories. He doesn't have any.
Uh-huh.
Nothing that he's not proud to share, at least.
What was I about to say? And I'm a tall, buxom blonde. Right.
Nah, he'll share his own.
Yes, that's true. He would. Very true. That's why we can't hold anything against him.
I don't hear any
He just
entertaining going
blurts
on.
it all out.
What do you mean you don't hear any entertaining? Bruh.
That's because he doesn't have his headphones on. That's why he's hearing no entertaining.
Well, it's his fault. Bruh,
Mm-hmm.
I keep closing my drawing app.
Stop doing that.
Try
Yeah,
not to.
Yeah, Jean, it's good to be an open book because it's just better to see people's reactions when you tell them the truth. They're like, wait, say what? Yep, that's normal. Absolutely normal.
Hi.
Oh, look, there he is.
Wait, who? What?
Hi, Frank.
Who's being a smartass? What did I do? Havoc? What are we yell at? Can we tell
I'm-
embarrassing stories about Havoc? Not if she wants to live.
You will tell your own.
I know. Those are the ones that I allow in public. The rest of them die in the, like with you.
I don't even know them. Excuse me. What?
I don't have a lot of them. I have some good ones, but I don't like. I also don't want to like encourage my child to do half the things I've done. So,
Nope, too late for that.
I haven't taught you anything bad.
Yet.
Don't continue that train of thought at all. Just yes, Father, you have not taught me anything bad.
You.
Aw, so pretty. Okay, anyway. Alright, wait, I have to catch up. Can you tell us
I took the
embarrassing stories
dog
about
a
having
little bit, you know?
What's his pin number? Really? Same as
I don't know
book.
it.
He's being smart as we used to. Tell us something embarrassing about him. Oh, he's back, act normal. Okay, share one. I'll tell you on if you do. So, backstory about the older drug dealer. Oh, back to the story about the older drug dealer. Yeah, so Ajale. So Ajale, she traveled around with a little clique of girls. And I remember when I found out, because we were all we used to hang out in the park in the middle of the projects and the buildings and stuff. And I would go over there and hang out and stuff. And she came over and sat down next to me. So I was friendly. And mind you, I was like 15 or so. So I was young.
Oh, so you were friendly.
No. Like, I was more of a smartass when I was younger than I am now.
Oh, Lord.
That's
Yeah.
not exactly true.
What do you mean that's not exactly true? You weren't there.
You're still pretty, like...
Yes, I calmed
Crazy.
down when I started having children.
Not really.
A little bit.
Honestly.
Yes, a lot. Anyway, would you stop interrupting the story? So, I was sitting in the park, and I remember what we were doing. We were sitting on the benches, everybody was hanging out, and she came over and sat next to me, and I was like, hey, hi, how you doing? And we're all laughing and joking around. And she started playing with my hair, and I remember looking at my friend Latif, and I'm going, what's going on? And he says, oh, we didn't tell you. Ajale likes you. And I'm like, what? And she's like, that's right, cutie. And she, like, that's all, that she didn't know my name or anything. She just called me cutie all the time. And I'm like, what? Now, mind you, we have seen Ajale beat up men. Like, if you couldn't fight, you couldn't mess with her. She was a big girl. She wasn't little. And I'm like, oh, please, God, help me. So I remember sitting there going, what, Ma? What? Hold on, I gotta go. My mother's calling me. She's like, you would come back. I didn't leave my house for like 3 weeks. Trying to like avoid this woman. I was like, I can't. My mom was like, you're not going outside. I don't feel good. It was the summer, so I was like, I'm not going outside. She's like, oh, can you go to the store? I don't want to. I literally like look out my window to make sure like nobody was in the park, cause we sit on the park. I'm like, I'm not going. Yeah. Anyway, yes, that's my Ajale story. She was a nice person though, but yeah, she was tough.
Oh my God.
So then, as we got older, we became friends, and we never like nothing ever happened between us. But I remember I did get into an issue with a girlfriend. And I was complaining about it in the park.
Oh no!
And
you did
she
not.
was like, "What? What's her name? Where's she live?" I was like, "Wait, no, stop." She says, "I'll take care of it." No, it's okay. Oh my God.
Thanks for the lurk, Minx.
Thanks, Minx. Bye, Minx. Wait, is Minx going to sleep or getting up?
Take your pick.
I don't know. I know, like, I get to work and she's streaming. Okay, now I lurk because I was watching Minx and Peeps blowing shit up and Helldivers. Good luck, dude, and behave. Alright, Jean, you have a good night. We'll talk to you later.
Pre-save
Get some
me.
sleep. I'm gonna do this until I can't. I'm tired, but since I don't have to work tomorrow, I'm gonna not goof around, but I'm gonna get it done. So now I have to work on my size comparisons. So let me think. An embarrassing story. I really don't have any. Trying to think of a good. I could tell you like some crazy stories. I have a lot of those. Embarrassing.
Wait, again. It's like remember who's in chat.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying I have no. I'm not. I'm thinking like crazy stories like shootouts, being like crazy violent stories. I grew up in a really interesting neighborhood, but I'm trying to think of like just embarrassing stories. Okay, all right, so I got a good one. I mean, it's not great, but it is funny and it is kind of like it's kind of embarrassing. So, Gene almost got arrested. Gene, and there was a point in my life that I pretty much got handcuffed like every month. And I was never, actually, most of the time I hadn't done anything. Sometimes it was just because of the way I look. People were like, you, get against the car. Why me? Just get against the car, stop asking questions. I have stared at, I almost got shot one time. This was kind of embarrassing. You were there for that, Rain. This happened, yeah, remember when we were at, when I was living in Eric's house?
Yes.
Okay, so my friend Eric and his baby mama, they got a brand new car, right? And we were hanging out. I was renting from them, so, but we were all friends. Getting handcuffed monthly is a relationship. Yeah, I guess. So, so I remember, dude was we were doing landscaping. It was like early in the morning. They wanted to do some stuff in the house. And I was renting for them, and they were giving me a good price, and they asked if I could help. And I did landscaping in Florida, so I knew how to do it. So I was like, sure, I hope we'll get up early, we'll do it, right? So they had a riding lawnmower, and they didn't have gas. I was like, well, give me the keys, I'll run up, because the car was at the last one. So I was like, give me the keys, I'll run up and get gas. So I took the car. It was only like a few blocks, but it was easier to go through one of the parking lots for the supermarket than go out onto the main street. So, t-shirt, jeans, whipping around with the car, the music blaring, 9 o'clock in Mahopac, New York. For those of you who don't know what Mahopac, New York is, that's like the Yankees baseball manager has a house up there. Like it's a ritzy kind of, area.
Oh, this story. Okay.
So, I'm whipping through the parking lot, and mind you, it's like early in the morning, nobody's in the parking lot. And then I get out into the main street, cut across the street, and pull into the parking lot of the gas station. Park the car. Now, I had the radio on. So I park the car, jump out of the car, and I'm walking up to the thing, and I'm just like, doo-doo-doo-doo-doo, and I hear, freeze! Get on the ground! And I'm like, oh shit, somebody's getting arrested. And I turned around, and there's 3 cops behind me with their guns pointed at me. They were arresting me. I was like, whoa. And so I turn around, I'm like, whoa, what's going on? And immediately the hands go up, low sudden movements. And I'm like, whoa. And they're like, you didn't hear us behind you? And I was like, nope. Obviously not. So they come walking up to me like, what are you doing? Like, why are you driving like a crazy person? I was like, what are you talking about? I'm getting gas. Let me see your driver's license. Uh-oh. I didn't take my driver's license. They're like, what? I don't have a driver's license. Listen, I came to get gas. See the green the tank in the trunk? Like, I'm just coming to get gas. Like, let me see. So I opened the trunk. Sure enough, there's just a little gas tank in there. I was like, I'm coming to get gas for the lawnmower. I'm cutting grass. I literally came out the house like this. It's a block away. You can come back with me and I'll show you my license. But yes, I almost got shot in front of a gas station for walking away from the car. It's like, oh boy. So, and stuff like that happens to me a lot. I don't know why. But I think part of it is my smart mouth. I told you that story?
Yeah, you told me that story.
Oh, I don't know I told you that story. But yes. So yes, I've been on the end of
Actually, I'm trying to remember why you told me that story too. I was like, why do we even have that story?
I don't know. But because that's probably one of my most recent craziness situations.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like whenever the cops pulled up, I was the first one. They were like, "You, I'm gonna handcuff. You're being detained. I'm handcuffing you for my safety." Really? I look like that much of a threat? Like, look at me. I'm. Who? This?
Yeah. Sure. Right.
You're not helping. Not helping at all. Alright. So I have to make Gimbal bigger now. Damn it.
A little bit.
I don't think think so.
A little bit more thick. Or
Well, you-
extended.
What do you mean
They
extended?
put it in way too many ways.
There's another word, but I'm trying not to use it.
Why are you trying not to use the word?
Never mind.
Getting hit. But yeah, so no, there was a time, I don't remember, teenager, 20, early 20s, 19, whatever. Every time we went somewhere, every time we were hanging out, like there was one time we got pulled over by the cops and we had a bunch of people in the car. Shouldn't have that many people in the car, but we did. So I was driving, my cousin's next to me, he has a girl on his lap, there's like 6 people in the back seat, stacked. And it's only 3 guys. Everybody, it's all girls. And my cousin was complaining because the girl sitting on his lap, she was a big girl. And when I say big girl, she was 6'2". Not, big, she was just tall and thick. And she was sitting on his lap. Her name was Celeste. And she was such a sweetie. And she had such a crush on him. And he was nothing but an asshole to her. And I'll never forget it. He was such an asshole to her. But anyway, so she's sitting on his lap. I'm driving, and because I'm driving, I'm comfortable. Like, nobody can bother me. Everybody's packed into the car. So I'm laughing, but I must not be paying attention, and I run a light. So a cop bangs, got me. Lights go on, and I'm like, oh, shit. So we pull over. Now, already, we're in trouble because the car is packed. So I think we're going to get a ticket. So they pull in behind us. In New York, they don't play it. They don't play a lot. So the first thing you do if you don't want to have a problem is you turn off the car and put your hands where they can see you. So I'm turning off the car and I go to put my hands on the side of the thing and I'm arguing with my cousin because he wants to get out of the car because he's like, yo,
God, no.
my leg is asleep. My leg is asleep. Yo, I can't, right? And he's bitching because he wants to get out of the car. So he's like, fuck this.
Get in?
This is Jason, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So he, see, she knows him. So he's like, yo, I gotta
Didn't
get out.
even say his name and she called him out.
Yeah, she got it. So he's like, I can't, I gotta get out. And he opens the door. So I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Don't get out of the car. So as soon as he gets out of the car, the lights flare up because they turn the spotlights on. Well, it wasn't the spotlights, but the flashlights. And you just hear him, don't fucking move, don't fucking move, I'll fucking shoot you. And I'm like, oh my God. So I get out the car like an idiot.
You didn't.
Yeah, because I was like, yo, don't shoot him.
Oh my God. Why did you do that?
Well, he's my younger cousin. I didn't want to have to explain it to my aunt. So then they got the guns pointed at me. So they basically get us on the ground, like on our knees, down on our stomachs, handcuffed. And I remember looking over at him like, you had to get out the fucking car, right? But, and it ended well. We didn't get a ticket. We didn't get shot, obviously.
You've been shot.
It was like a ricochet.
Ricochet.
Shot?
No, I technically wasn't. I was shot at. We were playing.
Okay.
We were in the park.
Yeah.
I've been shot at a lot, to be honest.
God.
Just being in the wrong place at the wrong time. So we were in the park playing. We were playing Password. You guys remember that game? It was a game
No.
show. You know Password? You ever played Password?
Not that I can remember.
Okay, so Password is the game like you have a word that you're trying to get the other person to say. So like if I'm trying to get you to say like candlestick or stick, I'll say something like candle and then you'll say stick. So it's just a game, it's a word game. So we were playing in the park, we were playing a word game, and I remember there's a bunch of us, and we hear gunshots. So I remember Charles Knight was there. I told you about Charles Knight.
I knew
Anyway.
a Charles Knight.
You knew a Charles Knight?
I knew a Charles Knight.
Was he an asshole?
Actually, no, he was not.
Okay, mine was an asshole. Anyway, so Charles Knight...
All your friends are.
No, not all of them. Some of them are very nice. Like, Tetra was very nice.
Is that the big guy?
That's Naima. Wait, which big guy? Because most of my friends were bigger than me.
No, there was one that had a very specific story, and I think that was it.
Is that the one that I tried to knock out and he didn't get knocked out?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
Naima.
that story.
Yeah, it was like
That's Naima. Naima, yeah, that was Naima.
There was also the
I was
guy
like,
that
why did you
ripped
do
the
that?
handle off of.
That was Troy. That was
I was like, there's a
that-
lot of
that was Troy.
big people.
Yeah, there's a
that
lot.
had-
I have a lot of friends. Like I'm not tiny, but I'm not a Goliath. But I have friends that like range in the 6'7s. So hanging out with them, they're all a little bit bigger than me. Anyway, what was I saying? You made me forget the story. What was I telling?
The one about you being ricocheted.
Oh, yeah. So anyway, we're sitting in the park playing the game, and Charles Knight's like, "Oh, they're shooting again." So everybody, like, nobody moved or anything. We just heard the gunshot, but they sounded far away. And as soon as he said it, there was a pile of leaves on the ground near us. They went like scattering up into the air, and we're like, "What the fuck? Yo, they're shooting at us!" So we ran. And when I was running, I guess one of the shots hit the ground and ricocheted up and hit me in my leg. But they were shooting at us from top of there was a building. So the projects, they were all like 12 stories tall because of, like, they don't make 13 floors. Or they're 20 stories tall. So they were shooting at us from one of the 12-story buildings. Because, you know, what else would you want to do on a day that you had nothing else to do at night? Shoot at your friends, yes. To this day, well, not to this day. We never found out who it was. But, yes, people were shooting off the building at the people hanging out in the park. I guess we were pissing them off.
Sounds about right.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-uh.
It was very adventurous growing up.
Okay, so here's a question. How did that story end? Other than you got shot in the leg. It's like, what happened to the leg?
I screamed and yelled, and I was like, "Ow!"
And
Kept
did you
running
tell your
because
mom?
I wasn't about to stop. No, so we didn't tell my mom. So I went to my friend's house because his dad was in the military. So we went there, and that's how he was like, he says, "What hit you?" I was like, "I think somebody shot me." He's like, "You didn't get shot. Relax." So he was like, "Yeah, they just grazed you. You're fine. Put a band-aid on it." So I have a scar on the back of my leg from where I got hit by a ricochet. But it hurt. Like, it hurt a lot. But I wasn't about to stop.
Troublemaker. Trouble.
I wasn't a trouble. I was sitting in the park playing a
Trouble
word game.
bringer.
I was doing the least amount of trouble that I could cause, and I got shot. And I don't think I was the target of being shot. I think I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. But, I mean, we were adventurous kids. Like, I did some stupid stuff, too. I remember my friend...
That's why Grandma knew a cop by name.
She knew a lot of cops by name.
Okay, one that specifically saw you and was like, "What did you do again?" Alright, I'm calling your mother.
Yeah, my mom worked at a check cashing store. She handled the payroll for one of the police departments. Well, a couple of the police departments. So they all knew her. So, when I would do something wrong and they knew her, they'd be like, I remember one of them was like, "Yo, you're Adela's kid, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Get in the car." And they took me home. I was like, "Oh." I was like, I remember one time I was like, "You sure you guys don't want to just put me in the jail for the night? we don't have to tell her." And they're like, "Nope. We're calling your mother." I was like, "Oh, man." But yeah, we did stupid stuff. When I remember, like, this, I think the stupidest thing I did, and it was more to scare my friends than anything. This kid got a gun, and I didn't like him. So he had picked up a gun. He got a 380, a nickel-plated 380. I was like, "Let me see it." And he's like, "Nah, man, chill." I was like, "Let me see it." And he's like, "Nah." So he wasn't a big guy. He wasn't intimidating, and I was. So I was like, yo, let me see it. Why are you being a bitch? Let me see it. So he takes out the gun and he hands it to me. So I load it up, and it's in the middle of the street in front of everybody. I just started unloading into a stop sign. And I was like, nice. And I gave it back to him. He was just like, I don't know what to do now.
I am not.
Oh my god.
Like I said, we didn't do a lot of smart things, but it was.
Say that like you didn't light the porch on fire.
I didn't like the porch. Well, no, I did light the porch on fire, but it was Eddie's fault. That wasn't my
Yeah,
fault.
you
No,
said
no,
that. Like,
no,
I
no.
didn't do that many dumb things.
No, I did a lot of dumb things, but lighting the porch on fire. In my defense, I lit myself on fire at the same time. That was embarrassing. I lit myself on fire because my friend talked me into it.
Always on fire.
Did I ever tell you that story, Lydium?
No, you didn't.
Oh, okay. Here you go. So I live near the projects in Castle Hill, but I lived in the private houses. So I had a pool, a big backyard, and my house was like the hangout, right? As long as my mother wasn't around. But that's a different story. So
I know that story too.
shush.
Yeah, I know that one too.
Shush, both of you. So anyway, my friend Eddie, like he was hilarious. I loved Eddie, but he was such a fucking goofball. But he had this most interesting laugh too. How is that in my defense? In my defense, my friend set me on fire. Well, I set myself on fire because I listened to his dumbass. So we come home one day, and now I said like we had a patio with a barbecue and everything.
Oh no, you did tell me this story.
Oh, okay. Well, now I gotta tell it to chat. Thanks. So, me and Eddie walk into the backyard, and there's just this black mass in the middle of the patio, near the back door, the entrance to the house, the back door to the house. I'm like, what the fuck is that? So Eddie's like, yo, it's moving. So we come closer, and it's ants. It's just a carpet of ants. And I'm like, oh shit, where are they coming? Like, what is going on? And he's like, yo, you gotta burn them. And I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, we gotta light them on fire. You have any gasoline? And of course, we had a lawnmower. I was like, yeah, it's in the shed. He's like, here. And he hands me the gallon of gasoline. He's like, pour it around them so they can't get away. And then I was like, okay, so I'm pouring it around them. And he's like, now pour it on them. Now this is a massive ant. So you're talking about a 5-foot square puddle of gasoline. And it's near the back door to the house. So, near the house.
And a wooden patio.
And it was a wooden overhang. The patio was concrete. So I was like, it's concrete. Can't say concrete on it. But the patio overhang was wood. I didn't think that far ahead. Anyway, so I have this 5-foot puddle of gasoline in front of me. The ants are kind of like swimming in it now. And I remember, I'll never forget it. Eddie walks over to me with a book of matches. He goes, here, now light it. And walked away. And me, like an asshole, went, okay, no problem. And I don't know if any of you have lit a puddle of gasoline on fire. What happens when you strike the match standing right over it? Whoosh. So I had no hair on my legs, like, because I was wearing shorts because it was in the summer. So all the hair on my legs was gone. All the hair on one arm was gone, and like half my face was like not burned, but like red, and like most of the hair on the side of my head was gone. And I was like, and I remember like running back, and because it was just the hair, it just flashed real quick, so I didn't really get burned. But now we're standing there, looking at a 5x5 by 5 fire. And who pulls up? My mom. and I'm like standing there like, what do we do now? And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, dude, my house is on fire. He's like, oh, it'll go out. Oh, will it? My mom comes rolling in, and she's like, just the time for the story. My mom comes rolling in, and she's like, what did you two morons do? Why is the house on fire? Like, Eddie told me to light it on fire. And you listened to him? He's an idiot. So she's laid into both of us, and finally, like, one of us had to, I don't remember who it was. I think it was my mother. She was like, get the hose, asshole. So we get the hose, and we put out the fire, and we only scorched the wood. So that was what happened was the wood was going to catch. So we hosed off the thing. We finally got it put out. Fire department shows up. Because it was big.
Decent size.
Yeah, so
Fire.
the neighbors, nosy neighbors, called the fire department. The fire department showed up. My mom was like, I'm gonna kill you. She was embarrassed. And Eddie was like, I have to go home. And she's like, no, the fuck you don't. You stay right there. She was like, you are not leaving. So, yes, but that was pretty embarrassing. I set myself on fire because of my friend. There you go. There's an embarrassing story. Now I should try to figure out.
I do have a question.
No questions. This is
Before
not a
you
Q&A.
continue.
At
No,
least
I do have a
every
question.
single day.
So
I do
my
have the question.
mom. Wait, hold on. I'm answering chat. So my mom.
Okay.
Yes, my poor mom. I played a lot of jokes on my mom growing up. I'll tell you some of them if you want. But yes, I definitely did some bad stuff to my mom. And I think my mom didn't consider killing me once a week. I think my mom considered killing me daily for a long time.
Oh
She would tell me, I'm going to kill you. A lot. In Spanish and in English. It sounds nicer in Spanish, I will tell you that.
Yo voy a matarlo. Voy a matarlo. Sabi no.
She used to, like, it was funny, she used to call me a son of a bitch in Spanish. So I don't know how to say it exactly, but I know what it meant. But she would say it like,
The madre.
she would say it really nasty. Like, hijo de gran puta. That's what she used to call me. So that's worse. But it's equivalent to son of a bitch, but it's really nasty. And it's basically, you're the son of a really giant slut. That's what it translates to literally.
Mm-hmm.
And she would call me that. And I never caught on to what it meant. I just thought it was a Spanish curse. And then as I got older and learned what the Spanish... Now, mind you, she started calling me that before I realized what it was. So...
Uh-oh.
So... You don't need nightmare
You
fuel?
did.
No. I remember, like, when I finally realized what she was saying, she said it to me one time, and I was like, doesn't that make you? And I didn't even get it out. She's, ah! I was like, okay, never mind.
Never mind.
Like, she was
Never mind.
waiting for me to come out with that. I swear to God, she was waiting for it. Because I started to say it with the realization, like, hey. And her hand came across like lightning. What? And never brought it up again. Like, yep, that's fine.
Yeah, but that did make her the gran and everything like that. It's like, don't cross her, man.
Oh my
He
gosh.
is gran.
My mom was tough. Mind you, my mom was tiny. I think she was like maybe 5 foot. So she was a little woman, but she was fire. And she pretty much raised me by myself because my father was a jerk. But anyway, like she would just tell me stuff and be like, But so this all started before I was even born. Back when I was just a wee little lad inside her belly. My mom was pregnant and with me, and she had decided that she was gonna go see a movie. The movie, you ask? Rosemary's Baby. For those of you that don't know, Rosemary's Baby is about a woman who is impregnated by the devil and is having his son. And she is being gaslit to believe that she's not having the baby, and when she has the baby, it is a little demon spawn. My mom was convinced that that's what happened to her. I don't know where she got that idea, but she was convinced that she was going to have a devil child.
She wasn't that far off.
What made it worse was I learned this story. And I was like, what? Now, so for my young years, I slept a lot. Like, my mom used to she would freak out because I was always sleeping. And she would, like, they had to wake me up to feed me. I didn't want to do anything. And I had a bad habit of rocking. So, you know,
still do with that.
Shut up, you. Yes, I still do. But it was worse before. Like, when I was a kid, I rocked bad. Now it's just like a leg or something. Anyway. So I would rock enough in my crib to move my crib around the room.
This is why my mom thinks I'm possessed. It's your problem.
Yes. You're welcome. Anyway, so like in the young, I was a quiet child. I didn't like bother with anything, but I was quick to learn how to do things. I was quick to take things apart. I was quick to like be inquisitive. I was always inquisitive as a child. But as I got older, I learned of my mom's fear from my dad. He was like, yeah, your mom's crazy. Like, she thought you were going to be the devil. I was like, what? So he told me the story. Now I'm like approaching teen years, and I'm like, oh, new ammunition for the crazy lady who keeps yelling at me. So my mom was always into like, you know, she was into the saints or like the statues, like Mary, and put an apple in front of it. Spanish people, old Spanish people are weird. Anyway, so she had these superstitions that now I knew how to mess with her. So I would do things to mess with her. So I don't know if any of you know what a santa is, but it's basically like a person that's not really affiliated with the Catholic or church. It's more of a Christian church, and they come to your house and they bless it. They say a prayer, they spread some incense, and they throw holy water around the house. I am armed with the fact that my mom thinks I'm the spawn of Satan.
Yeah, not that far off.
You can see where this is going, right? So
Exactly.
I was in the house, and I remember one of my friends was there with me, and I see this guy walk in. He's dressed all in white, looks very, you know, double feature of The Omen, right? So it looks, you know, very saintly. And he goes over to the table and rolls out his little tools, and he's getting everything ready. And I'm like looking, and I'm like telling him, "This is gonna be fucking awesome." And he's like, "What are you gonna do?" I'm like, "Just watch." So we're watching the movie. He goes on his thing, and he starts flinging holy water around the room. And as soon as it hit me, I started screaming bloody murder. Like, it burns! Oh my god, what the fuck? And I ran out of the room screaming. And I ran up to my room and slammed the door. My friend who was there with me is sitting on the couch like, what the fuck do I do now? I'm like, I gotta go. The guy who was doing the blessing, like, watched me run out of the room, and my friend told me later, he looked at my mom, and he was like, I'm sorry. And he went back to his stuff, put his stuff, packed it up, and walked out the door.
I'm not doing that one.
From that day on, my mom would do all kinds of stuff. I've woken up in the middle of the night in my room, and like in the middle of the night, mind you, like 3 o'clock in the morning, and look towards the door and see my mom's arm like in the doorway with one of those incense things, swinging the incense at the doorway, and I'm like, what are you doing? And the door would just close. Like, she wouldn't come in, she wouldn't talk to me, she just closed the door. I'm like, what the hell's going on with her? So we went for years back and forth with each other. And then I would make it worse. So you guys all know, like, everybody here knows who Wolverine is, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So there was a picture of Wolverine on a comic book where he's basically like clawing forward, and it looks like he's clawing through the comic book, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was a really cool picture. I saw it and I was like, I want that. I want it on my wall. So I painted it on my wall. Now, for those of you that know, Wolverine has the mask. It looks like horns, right? My mom thought I painted a devil on the wall. And I was like coming through the wall. She's like, why did you paint the devil on my wall? I'm like, and mind you, also my walls were mostly black and gray. So like my ceiling was black, 2 of the walls were black, all the trim was dark gray, my carpet was charcoal. So everything was dark in my room already. And now I have this creature, according to my mom, this creature climbing out of the pits of hell to like possess the household. So she didn't even like coming in my room. Also, I had floor. Oh, Yeah, I probably should explain who Floyd is. Floyd was the skeleton that hung out in the corner of my room. He was dressed like Death. So he had a cloak and everything. It was kind of cool. Anyway, so my mom really hated coming into my room. But I would do stuff to bug her. So I don't know. So there's another superstition they had that's hilarious. They have this thing with coconuts. I don't know if you've ever been to a Spanish household and you see a coconut. Supposedly the coconut is there as either an offering or something to the spirits, and it basically absorbs the evil spirits. When it cracks, you get rid of it, and then you dispose of all the negativity from your home. So you just basically take these coconuts and set them around your house someplace. You kind of hide them, though. You don't put them in the open. You put them like under a couch or something. So I remember my friend Tetro was at my house, and I was like, yo, help me move this couch. I don't remember why we were moving the couch, but I was like, help me move this couch. And he's like, all right. So we pick up the couch and move it, and he's like, yo, what is that? And I was like, what? And I look, it's a coconut. I'm like, oh. So I got excited. I was like, yo, give me. He's like, why is there a coconut under your couch? Yo, don't worry, give me the coconut. So we put the couch down, I take the coconut, and I take it outside. And I crack it. And I'm like, smash it to bits, and then put it back.
Oh my god.
So my mom finds it. Now, it's supposed to just crack, not be destroyed. So this would set her at edge. Also, I told you that she had saints, like those saint dolls. I would take the dolls and face them back towards the wall. Like in the middle of the night, I would sneak into her room and just turn them so they were facing the wall. If I could turn just the head, I would turn the head around. So like it was like The Exorcist, I would turn the head around. But if I had to, I would turn the whole saint. And I would blow out her candles. Like, I would just extinguish the candles. I remember she left out an apple one time as an offering. So I ate the apple. Like, and I put it back. Oh my god. She must have thought we were haunted, I swear. But then I got my brother. We did some stupid stuff. I'll tell you the worst thing I did. But I will build up to that. So my little brother's like no, I'm gonna tell a story before that because it's not as bad, and then I'll tell the really bad one. So my little brother's about 9 years younger than me, and my cousin's about a year younger than me. And my oldest sister is like 9 years older. And that's the closest. I have other siblings. I have a sister that's a year younger than me. She's a half sister. I have another sister that's like 2 years older than me. She's a half sister. I have an adopted sister who's like 10 years younger than me.
10 of them.
And I have an older brother who's like 9 years older than me. So, and then I have two older sisters that are like 7 and 8 years older. So there's a lot of us. But for my mom, there was the only ones that were always around that lived with her were my sister and my younger brother. The rest visited or part while she was married or whatever. Anyway. So my younger brother, at one point, I don't know what he did, he bugged me, and he was in the room next to me. My mom had told him to go to sleep. Now, he's a little dude, maybe 6, 7. I was older, and I remember, what's the story? What the fuck, the gun story, though? And homie was like, I don't know what to do now. Yes. Because he was one of those people that shouldn't have a gun. So he was just bothering me. Anyway, so my brother, my mom had sent him to bed, and he was complaining or something, and I listened to them, like, arguing in the hall for a while. He's like, I don't know, he was whining, whatever. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna get this little bastard. So I went and slid under his bed real quick while they were in the hallway arguing. So my mom finally comes in, lays him down, I'm under the bed. My mom didn't even know I was in the house. She thought I was out. Okay, so she's like, go to sleep, it'll be fine, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, I don't want to. Puts him to sleep, gets him settled, whatever. I wait a little while, and then I start calling him from under the bed. And this dumbass goes, what? Who's there? So I'm like, we're here to take you with us. So I started fucking with him. And he's too afraid to jump off the bed and run out of the room. So I'm like, So I was like whispering him, trying to coax him. And I'm talking to him, so the bed is against the wall. So I'm talking to him through the space where the wall is, so it's coming up from under the bed. And I can hear him moving around. So I was like, come closer. I'm going to show you something. And while he was moving closer, I was moving around so I can come out of the bed and grab him. So,
Oh my god.
I jump out in the dark and I grab him. And he's like just engulfed in the blanket. So I wrap him up and I'm like, right? He goes running out of the room. But he never saw me. He just runs out of the room, like crashes into the freaking hallway, falls down, runs down the hall, and runs into my mother's room. Ma! While he's doing that, I ran into my room and hid in the closet. Because, again, my mother doesn't know I'm home. So I run into my room, get in the closet, and throw a blanket over myself. Because just in case. So I'm hiding in my closet, and I can hear them, like, out in the hallway. And I can hear this going on. And he's like, something jumping! And my mom's like, stop it. So she comes walking into him, and he's like, yeah! And he just can't get anything out, freaking out. My mom's like, what are you talking about? So my mom must have thought he did it, right? So she's like, what did you do? My door swings open, but nobody's there. My bed wasn't made, but I'm not in it, right? I ain't gonna lie, it wasn't made. So she comes in and she starts looking in my room, and she's like, and she opens the closet, but I had hid. So she opens the closet and she's like, nobody's here. I don't know what's wrong with you. Like, stop it. And he's like, can I sleep with you? Mind you, he was like 7, 8 years old, right? My brother did not sleep in his own bed until he was 13 years old.
Oh my god.
Yes, I scared him so bad, he slept in my mother's room for 5 years.
Oh my god.
This is the same kid we threw out of an attic.
And dangled out a window.
Dangling him out of the window wasn't to scare anyone. That was to scare him. But he touched my things. I remember my mom came home.
Damn.
Oh my god, I remember my mom's face. She's like, what are you doing? I was like, he was in my room. She's like, if you drop him, I'll kill you. Get him inside. Okay. Yes, the scare lasted for 5 years. He would not sleep in his room after that.
And yet, folks, you remember he said he was building up to the worst that he did to his brother.
Well, technically it was what I did to my mom, but my brother suffered for it. So, we had a house. It was basically a 3-story house, and it had an attic. And the attic had one of those little trap doors that was kind of over the staircase coming into the house. So we had decided we were going to go up. The attic was huge. So my stepdad told us we could have the attic to make like a little hangout spot. Okay. Thorn Jay says hi. I'm still trying to figure out how that works.
He probably walked away with the headphones, so can hear you. She's at the computer.
That makes sense. Okay. So,
but she still said, even though she doesn't hear you, she still says you're the best.
Thank you. Thank you, Jay. We love you too. So, where was I? Oh yeah. So, my stepdad told us if we clean out the attic, we can go up there. We can make it like a hangout for us. We'll get one of those staircases to go up, because right now you had to go up like on a, like it basically was like a pull down ladder. Yeah, it was like a little pull down ladder. So he said we'll fix it. We'll put a spiral staircase in. We'll make a whole thing. But we had to clean it. So when we bought the house, whatever was in the attic was there. So, and the people who own the house, I think they passed away in like their 80s. So my stepdad got a good deal on it. I told you my stepdad used to buy houses and repair them or renovate them. So this was one of those. So me and my cousin Jay, That me and Jay were thick as thieves. Like when I was in trouble, he was usually pretty close by. Nah, maybe not.
Not the same Jay and chat.
No, not the same Jay and chat. My cousin Jay. All right, so we go up there and we're cleaning through and we're finding all kinds of cool stuff. And evidently, the old man, the gentleman who lived in the house, was in the service. Okay, because there was like fatigues up there and like foot lockers and just, you know, old military paraphernalia. One of the things we found was a jump harness. So I had an idea. We're going to scare my mom. So.
Oh.
So, we took and spent the rest of the day fitting my brother in a jump harness underneath his clothing and with a rope in the attic. So he could drop down. Now, in the house, when you came into the house in the foyer, the 2 floors up was this trap door. Well, yeah, 1 floor up, and then to the ceiling of the 2nd floor. So, to the attic, there's this trap door that basically was directly above where our alarm keypad was. So when you came into the house, you had to punch the keypad to disable the alarm. You knew that you walk in and you stopped at the keypad at the bottom of the stairs underneath the trap door. It was perfect. It could not go wrong. So we dressed up my brother, put this harness on him, and pretty much like set him up so that we tested it. Like he would fall, and he would fall at the top of the stairs and just hang there. And we rigged it up, pulled him back up. Great, this is gonna work. My brother's little, remember, he's still a little dude. So we're like, this is gonna be freaking fantastic. So
horrible.
We painted his face to look like his eyes were, shadowed.
Sunken?
Yeah, sunken eyes. Made his face look gaunt. And then we took an extra piece of rope and tied it around his neck. Yes. So, mind you, we wanted to scare my mother. So, we went downstairs when it was almost time for her to get home. We reset the alarm so she had to stop coming because it would beep. So we made sure the alarm was set. We went upstairs into the attic and waited. So sure enough, my mom comes home. She opens the door. She heads over to the thing, and there goes my brother. Boom. So he drops, and he just hangs there lifelessly. So my mom just died. Like, you saw it. She was just like, oh my God! And started praying and, like, went to grab him to hold him up. My brother couldn't keep a straight face. He fucking started laughing. So my mom went from, oh my God, destroyed, to I'll fucking murder him, and started beating on him. Now, my brother is in the air, so he can't run. So she beat him like a piñata. He was just bouncing around, hitting walls, and she is laying into him. And me and my cousin, we lost it. We're dying. We couldn't pull him up because we were laughing. So he's like, pull me up, help, help. And we're like, wait. So she, like, literally pounded on him and just smacked him up. She got so mad that she took one of the runners out of the staircase. She had grabbed that and ripped it out to start smacking him. So she beat him. And we never were able to pull him up. Like, he eventually, we had to, like, just untie him and let him run. So he didn't get very far because when he went to run, she just stepped on the rope. So, and then when he was just laying there in fetal position, she looks up at me and Jay, and we're still like we're laughing because we think this is hilarious. And she looks up and she's like,
"You're next.
Come down." And I remember looking at my cousin and I was like, "I'm not going down there." He's like, "Neither the hell am I." We had to stay up in that attic for like a day. My stepdad came home and he was standing there. He's like, What were you thinking? He's like, we thought it would be funny. He's like, she's gonna kill you. I can't save you. You better stay up there. We're like, we're hungry. You shit out of luck. They let us stay up there for like a whole day. We came down the next day when my mom went to work. I was like, dude, I have to go to the bathroom. He's like, yo, find a cup. I don't care. I'm not going down there. Yeah, it was bad. But it was funny as hell. I'll never forget it. It was so funny. She, like, her expression changed like that.
It's like you're dying.
She's like, you're so dead. Like, oh, hi, Mom. There it goes. She was funny, though. I like, my mom was cool. But she was, like, again, I had a lot of brothers and sisters, but I was also an only child because my mom and dad only had one kid. So that was me. And if you ask all my siblings, I'm the favorite, which is not a lie. My mother will say it.
I was about to say, did y'all see that grin? Did y'all see that grin?
She literally did not.
My parents, my mother, you would ask her, like, you know how parents is like, I don't have a favorite. My mother would be like, him. I can't stand the rest of you. So anyway. But she was tough because I remember she would talk. What is that? I don't want that. I don't like those. I don't like them. No. I don't want it. So my mom would tell me things like, I'm gonna tell you one more time. If you do it again, I'm breaking your face. Like that was it. And if my mom told me, you do it one more time and I'm gonna bust your shit, she wasn't playing. So I had a bad habit when I was a kid. I used to do this and clean the sweat off my face. Now when I say a kid, I was in my teens, okay? So I used to go like this, wipe my face, and then take all the sweat off my face. Evidently, it was ruining my t-shirts. So my mom was like, what the hell is this kid doing? Like, what's going on? Why is his shirts like that? So one day she caught me doing it. I went like this, and I let the shirt fall off my lip. And she's like, I don't want to ever see you doing that again. If you do that again, I don't care where we are, I'm going to break your face. I'm like, okay. I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, you're ruining your shirts. I'm like, oh, okay. Didn't think much of it. Thanksgiving. We're having Thanksgiving dinner. Now, you heard me mention how many brothers and sisters I have. Just imagine how many, like, cousins and uncles and aunts I have. Everybody's there. We're at my grandparents' house. Everybody's there. They have, like, 4 dining room tables set up. We have a dining room table that was out in the patio, one in the dining room, one in the living room, and people were still standing around eating food. The kids had went outside to play football. So, and it wasn't like a cold Thanksgiving. Like, I remember I was in a sweatshirt, a t-shirt, but we were playing football, so I was sweating. So I come inside, sure as shit, I went to the refrigerator to look for something to drink. I open the refrigerator, and I have my shirt, and it's sitting on my lip. Like and I went like that, so I can grab a drink, and before the shirt left my chin, like when it was right there, the hand, bah! Loud. My entire family, my entire household who was eating food, talking and chit-chatting, making noise, you know how Spanish people are, all just stopped. It was dead silence. You could hear a pin drop, and everybody's looking at me. And I'm standing there looking at my mother, and I'm like, oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I remember she said something about this. and then all of a sudden everybody's like, why'd you hit him? What happened? And she's like, he knows what he did. That's all. That was the only thing she said. He knows what he did. And I was like, yep, I do. I'll never do that again. I was so embarrassed. I went back outside. I didn't eat. I stayed outside. My cousins were like, you coming inside? Nope. She's gonna kill me again. I will tell you though, other than the example I just gave you, I never did that again. Ever. She was going to murder me. This is also the same person that left me on the side of the road at like 2 years old. When do you stop teething? Like 2, right? 2, 3 years old? Like, when is a child teething?
It varies. And everything. They could start late and they could stop early.
Okay, so when's the average for somebody teething?
I could do research though. Research!
Yeah. My mom had a brand new Datsun or something, Toyota, whatever, a car. And I remember it because it had brown leather interior. And my little self was teething. And so my mom, this is after my dad left. So my mom was a single mom, and we were driving. She was going from her job. She left me with a babysitter. So she was picking me up from the babysitter, and we were heading to the house. And it was a little bit of a trip. And for those of you who live in New York or know New York, we were on the BQE, major highway. So one day she had asked me, "What is that?" Because on the passenger side of the door, this is when kids could still ride in the front seat as toddlers. Passenger side door had little holes in the leather interior. It's because I was chewing on the door. So I was making these little holes with my teeth.
Almost 3 years.
Almost 3 years. So I was about 3 years old. So I was teething on the car door. I guess I like the way the leather felt or whatever. So my mom did the same thing. She told me, "You're going to stop that. Because if I see you doing it again, I don't care where we are, you're getting out of the car and I'm leaving you." It just so happened that when she saw me doing it again, we were on the BQE. On the highway. So my mom pulled off the highway, stopped the car, "Get out." I'm 3. "Get out." "What?" "Get out." "Don't leave me here. I don't want to die." She made me get out of the car and drove off. It's like she literally just drove away. She went to the next exit, got off the highway, drove back around, watched, made sure I was still in the same spot, which I was, because I was 3 and I didn't know what to do with myself. On the side of the highway, mind you. Drove back around, got off the highway again, came back around, got on the highway, and came back to where I was. She pulled up, opened up the car door. I was like, "Get in." I got back in. She said, "You ever gonna do that again?" I was like, "Nope." I don't think I ate food for like a month. I don't know. But yes, my mom had a very specific way of getting me not to do something.
Oh boy. I don't even know what to say to that. She's going night-night.
Oh, my kid left. I was wondering who that was.
She said goodnight.
Oh, I didn't.
Standing right next to you.
I have the headphones on. I can't hear anything over the music. But yes. Oh my god, my mom's hilarious. I remember I watched my mom get into a fight one time. And it was, so my mom worked in the check cashing store. And so in the check cashing stores, you know, they're behind the bulletproof glass and everything. And you're not supposed to go outside. And I don't remember what, I remember being there. Because I used to have to work there in the summers. Because I wasn't trusted to be alone. Anyway, well, you set fire to the house and they stopped trusting you. And I'm not talking about the story with Eddie. I set fire to the house a different time when I was younger. Anyway, so I remember.
Mental note: Havoc's not allowed to have matches.
Oh God.
Lighter fluid.
Anyway,
Nothing.
well, we used to make explosives when I was a kid.
Oh my God.
That's a different story. So,
It's worse than yours.
no, it's not bad. It's just, again, curiosity. So, we were, what were we doing? Oh yeah, so we were working in the check register, so we were there. And this lady comes in and she starts talking to my mom. So my mom, for the most part, just kind of smiles at people and like, what are you gonna do, right? I don't know what this lady did or pissed my mom off, but she pissed her off. And she's just like, "Oh, you think you're bad because you're behind this glass? Well, fuck you, and fuck this, and fuck your kid." I guess she's talking about me. And my mom was, and I saw my mom go, "What?" And she jumped out of her chair and ran out. And everybody in the place was like, "Where you going? No, no." She ran outside, through like outside the security, and it's just like, now I'm outside. What are you gonna do now, bitch? And slapped this woman in the face. And the woman was so shocked. She was like, and my mom hit her again. She says, now what are you gonna do? Do something. Get the fuck out of the store. And they threw her out. But I was like, that woman's crazy. And she's raising me. Oh my god. I'm going to be traumatized. I'm so well adjusted considering.
And with that, Darkman's end. Also, give them trauma.
Well, yeah, right? That's what I need. Trauma. She was funny though. But she also, like, my mom was cool too. My cousin Jay one time got us arrested. Or almost got us arrested. So, in New York City, if you shoot a gun off, people tend to show up. Right? And we were older. Same house with the patio and the pool and everything. So I remember we were cleaning out. It had a detached shed. Now the shed was made out of cinder block. And it was like plastered. It was really cool. But it was more like an ice house than a shed. Anyway, we were there. And we were cleaning it out so we can put like new storage racks in it. So that it was all like wooden cabinets and stuff like that. So me and my cousin are cleaning it out. And there was a rat inside.
Ew.
Yeah. So the rat basically scurries across. My cousin freaks out. And I'm like, it's a rat. He's like, no, we gotta get rid of it. They spread. They carry diseases. I'm like, okay, it's a rat, dude. We live, like, it's not a big deal. So he goes and gets his pistol. And I call it a pistol because it was a little, like, 22 revolver. So he goes and gets it. And he's like, no, we gotta get it. Where is it? Where is it? And he's walking around inside the shed trying to find it. So it was behind something. So he's like, pull it out the way and I'll get it. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I pull the thing out and he lets off a couple of shots. I'm not thinking nothing of it because we're inside the house. It's 22. It's not loud. But sure enough, we look up towards the front gate like a little while later. And there's a couple of cops walking in. And we're like, hey, officer. Can we help you? He's like, yeah, we got a call of shots fired. Really? Why would you get that call? And it turns out that same nosy neighbor that got me like exiled to Puerto Rico called up and said we were shooting guns in the backyard. So the cops are there and they're like, yeah, you know, somebody made a call, said you're shooting guns. We're like, no, we don't have any guns. He says, can we check you? Sure, go ahead. My cousin had already put the gun away, so I knew like he didn't have it on. So as they're like basically like get against the wall and they're about to frisk us, my mom comes through the gate to the, like, she had just gotten home behind me, and she's like, what's going on? So the officer like looks over to her. I'm not talking about crimes. I didn't commit any crimes. So my mom comes in and the officer's like, ma'am, you know, and she's like, this is my house, that's my son, and that's my nephew. What's going on? And he's like, oh, we gotta call. She's like, they don't have any guns. Somebody's just being like nosy. They have nothing better to do. You can go. This is how my mom talked to the two police officers that were investigating a shots fired complaint. And they looked at each other, looked at her, and then looked back at both of us. And she's like, don't worry, officers. I'll take care of it. And they looked at us like, good luck, boys. And they left. So my mom closed the gate behind them, like, and she had a look on her face like she was gonna murder us. She closed the gate behind them, turned around, she's like, what were you thinking? I was like, wasn't me, it was him. He's like, I'm gonna go, KTT. She's like, no, you're not. Call your mother. So he got in trouble.
Like,
But yeah, like, yeah. But no, I was a good kid. I was good. I never did anything wrong. I just always looked like I was doing something wrong. It's true. Gimbal, do you look more like... Oh, wait, Gimbal, you're here. Gimbal, do you look more like a gnome now? Everybody's saying you're too small. I don't think so. No, listen, I was. I never got caught or arrested or handcuffed or put against the wall for anything I did. Like, I was always innocent of whatever they grabbed me for. The things that I did wrong, I never got caught for. I know gnomes are very small, but Gimbal is a very beefy boy. Everybody's saying that Biff looks bigger than you. I think it's because you're sitting down. So, since it's your character, what do you think? I was gonna make you a little bit bigger. Like just a nudge. Or I could just make Biff smaller, but then you guys get too small. Is Biff a goblin? Yes, Biff is a goblin. So, Gimbal is 4 foot tall, Biff is 3 foot tall. But I think, again, Biff is on the chair. So for me, perspective-wise, I think they're about the same size. I just don't want to make... Because you got to remember, Rain is 5 feet tall, Gimbal's 4 feet tall. So Gimbal can't be that much smaller than Rain, and Rain is the one all the way to the far left. And then Leo's 6'5", and then Cereal's like 7 foot something. It's like 7'6". She's up there. So I think like Gimbal. I think it's because Biff is sitting on the desk. I think she throws it off. I probably should make Biff a little bit smaller. That'll probably work if I make Biff tiny. Because I think Gimbal's the right size. Yes, Biff is like a definite favorite. Everybody likes her chaos and her energy. I mean, I can't claim favorites, but you know. Oh wait, people are talking to me. Why are people talking?
What's up, Wondering?
I'm talking to Wondering. Wait, what is this?
What is what?
Foxy's post.
She's working.
What is it working? What is it?
No, she is working.
On what?
She's at work.
But what is this linked to?
I don't know what link you're talking about. She sent it to you.
No, she put it in TOD.
Oh.
You're literally posted right above it. That's why I thought you might see what it is. Go investigate.
It's a Facebook thing.
I don't want to open it because I'm streaming.
Okay. Well,
I don't know if it's private or anything. Let me know.
dale tú.
Dale tú too. That doesn't sound right. Don't. Never mind. And where did Pixels go? I just asked him a question and he just left.
Let's see. Let's see.
Alright, hold on. So if I take Biff out of the equation, Gimbal definitely looks the right size. Behind this giant ass book.
Come on now, load. Oh, here we go. Everyone is fighting a battle with goblins that you know nothing about because you failed a perception check.
Alright, Wandering. Have a good night.
Night, Wondering.
Okay, is that a better size for Biff? I think that might be better. What do you think?
Can you zoom into the two?
What do you mean? guess. Yeah.
Well, it's easier when you can actually just focus on them instead of the others.
No, but the rest of them add perspective.
Right now, I'm just comparing the bodies.
She's definitely smaller than him.
Yep. Yep, that worked out.
And then compared to the rest of them,
He looks. The word that was kept popping into mind was girthier, but that's not the word I wanted to use.
yeah, don't.
But
I
he
didn't-
looks.
I didn't.
Fuller.
I didn't refer to you that way, Pixels. She did. I have nothing to do with that. I apologize. Why?
Oh my God.
That's like. Why do I gotta keep apologizing for you? You're killing me.
Now the whole losing the eyes thing. Okay, there.
The whole what?
You apologizing to Insomnia's team because I accidentally had them lose their eyes, but
I don't know. It doesn't sound accidental. It sounds like you planned it.
it was a random wheel of all the things he has on there. That had to be the one, and they didn't roll very well against it. Only like one or two survived. The rest, okay, they're all one-eyed.
Alright. I need to get rid of this.
At one point, I'm gonna have to bow out too. Gotta take the halfling to school tomorrow.
Yes, I know. Halfling schools. I don't have to do nothing. Draw a gnome. I'm drawing a gnome. Gnome fingers.
She has how many more? See how many more she has. Let's see here. We're still in April, right? Yes. And we'll be on Thursday. Ooh. Oh, so we got one. One, 2, 3, 4 more weeks of school.
Former
And then
school.
you shall be free. Huh?
Who's free? Wait, what are you talking about?
4 more weeks till the end of school. And then all the parents that wait for the kids and everything like that will be free.
This is my favorite. Biff, where'd Gimbal go? Oh wait, I was supposed to make this have webbing. God damn it. I forgot it's supposed to be a dark elf. But no, we said he was reading a dark elf book? Because yes, trophy.
Yes.
Okay, so hold on. I have to make this more dark elfish.
Intricate.
No, I will make it more intricate, but for now, I'll just...
Oh my goodness.
I did more lines than that.
Well, I'm gonna have to call it for a night. Chat.
Aw.
You keep him busy, or call him out on his stuff. You know, all the usual things.
No, there's nothing to call me out on. I'm a wonderful human being.
Cheerful! Okay, you crazy people. It's late for you guys, so I'm going.
All right,
Cheerful's
cheerful.
lurking.
Have a good. Oh, okay. Have a good night.
Y'all, I don't know why I'm gonna say it, but I'm gonna say y'all behave yourselves. And yeah, sure. We've already heard some of the stories from him. Anyway,
I was an angel.
okay.
I'm an innocent babe.
Dangled your brother from this attic.
Oh, I mean, it's better than the third story window.
Fair, which apparently you've done too.
Yes, I have.
All right.
He deserved it.
Y'all, oh my goodness. Good night. I will catch you all later.
Okay, good night. Like, I'm having a mental problem because I can't remember which would be the front of the book. It would be the other side. God damn it. Thank you, Gene. I thought you went to bed, bro. What you doing? What are you still doing up? Nah, living here watching Minx and the crew playing Helldivers 2. Cool. I just had an idea of like making the book something related to the sex dungeon, but then I think Gimbal will burn it. Right? Just make the little when I color it and I'll draw little glyphs of people that are doing things they shouldn't be doing. Just make it really small and discreet, like in the webbing. You gotta zoom in. Wait, what does that say? You didn't. I did. Right, exactly. Only me and you will know. And anyone who watches the VOD. Alright. I need to fix these lines on Leo's hands because that's not how they should look. I need to fix Leo's hand. Okay. This thumb will probably not be there either, but we're gonna leave it in for the sake of this exercise. We'll put it back in correctly. Okay. So. Charlie Brown. What is does that mean, Charlie Brown? What does that mean, What does that mean, Charlie Brown? Do I look like Charlie Brown? I don't look like Charlie Brown. I need to know what you mean by Charlie Brown, woman. Great. Gimbal does not look like Charlie Brown. Don't say that, because then he'll hate it. I mean, he might already hate it, but he might hate it more if you think he looks like Charlie Brown. Just with more hair. He does not look like Charlie Brown with more hair. Oh my god. He does. I'm devastated. Just also know I'm sleepy. No, he might look like Charlie Brown. That was mean. Why would you do that to him? It's not funny. That's not nice. I'm sorry, Gimbal. I don't know what's wrong with her. If you're watching. If you're not, I still don't know what's wrong with her. Go to bed. Go to sleep. Gimbal's old Charlie Brown conspiracy. No, don't start that. You know, I kind of want Gimbal to like the picture and be like, oh, that's the Charlie Brown picture. Great. Thanks so much, Havoc. You traumatized me when your stories. It's your fault. How'd I traumatize you? I had to live through that shit. Like, how are you gonna make this about you? Some nerve? You said you didn't know what was wrong with me. I am so confused right now, but okay. So I think you need to get to bed. I probably do. I mean, I have been up since like 5 a.m. But since I lost my computer for the better part of the day to you and my daughter, so you could play. What was it that you were playing again? We were here? Yeah, we were here. I have to do this because I wanted to get a lot of this done. And I didn't because you two stole my computer. That's right, chat, you heard it here first. I was robbed. Son, we do appreciate you using computer for rain. Yes, we do appreciate it. I'm sure she did too. No, it was fun. Like, I'm glad you guys had fun, but because of your fun, I have some stuff I would like to complete, as I said I would. I need to work on this, at least a little bit today, because I want to start throwing ink, I mean not ink, but I want to start putting color to it. I'm like excited about this. Like, I like drawing pictures of the parties and stuff. I think it's like so cool to do. By the way, hands are hard. Anybody ever tells you hands are not hard, they are lying to you. Very difficult. This is supposed to be an arm hand, so I gotta get the exact finger placement first, and then I can try to put armor on it. It's not fun. But yes, I want to start putting some color in it. I can't wait. Very excited about this. This is like the picture of my longest running party. Oh, look, night has rolled, and why did it do that? I've never seen that before. So, wherever night has rolled, is lurking. Thank you for the lurk, night. I don't know why it glitched on you, Lydian, but I don't think the bot likes you. It won't say your name. You're too much for it to handle. That's probably true.